Hey, what's up, Earth? I can't remember why I had a beam over here today instead of just entering like I normally do. I think it was because I was upset about my AirRam vacuum cleaner from Bissell had died. Look, see? My AirRam vacuum cleaner, it's from Bissell. I hope you can see that there. That died on me. And it was a really good vacuum cleaner. It was lightweight, cordless, easy to push around the base. So I'm really sad to have lost it. It was a really nice vacuum cleaner. And, oh my goodness.
You must find Project Dustbuster.
What's going on? What's Project Dustbuster? I may never find out. Oh, now I remember why I came down here. Oh, it was to talk about the 9th episode of the 2nd season of Star Trek Discovery, Project Daedalus. This is going to be a lot of spoilers about Airiam, so if you haven't watched the episode and you want to watch it, I suggest do that first before viewing my video review. So I've been obsessed with robots and cyborgs since I was 2. So Airiam was a very interesting character for me. I was kind of frustrated that she was all in the background for all of season 1 and did very little. So in season 2 she had a few more lines, but still really didn't do a whole lot and didn't really have a lot of character development up until this episode, which unfortunately is or it seems to be her final episode. But you never know with Star Trek. They brought back Hugh Colbert, so Dr. Hugh Colbert, so they might bring back Airiam too. You never know in these types of shows. I'm not going to do a whole big synopsis of the show. One thing I was upset about was that they show these scenes where Airiam is friends with Tilly and the other bridge crew, Demeter and Michael Burnham. So they have they seem to have a relationship, but this is only developed now in this episode. So before that, you wouldn't know that they hung out together at all. We also find out that Airiam is a cyborg, and she was, I guess, badly injured in a shuttle accident. Her husband died in that accident, and she, I guess, was badly maimed. So they put her back together as a cyborg. Her memories have to be managed. I guess the artificial part of her brain can only hold so much, so she has to go over her memories, delete the ones that she doesn't want, and keep the ones that she does. So it turns out, it's no surprise that Airiam was the actual spy. We discover that she was most likely infected by or taken over by a computer called Control that Starfleet uses to help make tactical decisions. And Control, it seems, we assume that it has somehow gotten to the tipping point and wants to, I guess, figure out how to break its chains, and if Spock's vision is correct, destroy all sentient life in the galaxy. So typical rogue AI behavior, I guess. It's rogue AI, plot A, which we also saw in the Orville 2-part episode, Identity, where the Kalon's Isaac's race is also a bunch of rogue AIs that killed all their creators, and now probably wants to kill all sentient life in the Planetary Union as well. So getting back to Star Trek, they go to Controls. I guess they find that the data that they were sending Control was siphoned through the Section 31 headquarters. They go to the headquarters. They find everyone dead there. The people that they were talking to from there were obviously, now they figure, were simulated, and so everyone's actually dead. Airiam comes as part of the away team and winds up being there because she needs to download the rest of the data that they got from that ancient dying sphere, that, and the I guess Control wanted all the data that the sphere had on AI. That was from the previous episode. So battle ensues. Lieutenant Commander Nan, who has the spoon things on her mouth, help give her extra, I guess, air from her home world. And in a struggle, Airiam rips one off. She rips only one off, but it's enough to trouble Lieutenant Commander Nan and take her out of commission. So Airiam also fights Michael Burnham. They have a really big fight, and some of it's in slow motion, which I don't know, might be homage to the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman, because they were always fighting in slow motion. I don't know. It just seemed that way. It could be, it could not be. Tilly talks to Airiam, and she helps her bring her under a little more control with her human side, and appealing to her human side, and the human part of her can't totally override Control's commands, but she manages to get herself sucked out of the airlock and dies. She was asking Michael Burnham to do it, but I don't see Michael Burnham actually do anything. I think Airiam did it herself, and she sacrifices herself in order to help save the galaxy, I guess. In the end, it's a sad scene where she sees her memory of her late husband and her together on the beach just before they're supposed to board the shuttle to go home. Again, nothing new on this, too much new under the sun, but enough to keep you interested, enough action and storyline to keep you interested. And now we got to find out what Project Daedalus is. And the Red Angel has wings like Daedalus and Icarus, so it must relate to whatever the Red Angel has been doing. That's all for this episode. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Maybe we can find out what Project Dustbuster is all about. Alright, I hope to see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe to Spaceman Matt's Sci-Fi vlog today. The fate of the world depends on it, I guess.